We have 2 extra cards for this whole reading. So, I will read them. The overall energy, Scorpios, of your reading is the Ace of Pentacles. This is about commitment, security, stability, groundedness. Possibly an offer might be coming in. And I think one is. Because I see some other cards here, but let's take a look. Up here in your highest energy, the 4 of Cups. I don't think this is the offer you want. This is like, it's going to be offered, but you're really not looking at it. 4 of Cups. See, you're like looking out elsewhere to other cups. You're not looking at the one that's coming in. Interesting. This may have already happened or is about to happen. I have the 3 of Swords. And the 3 of Swords is right next to the 4 of Cups and above the Ace of Pentacles. So the 3 of Swords, this is about heartache, tears. There might have been a third party involved with the 3 swords. But, you know, I think this is why you have to really, I don't know if you're just thinking about this offer, you're not jumping on it, or if you're flat out refusing it. There is heartache here. Maybe the offer was offered, maybe you accepted it once and it went bad, like a third party, or I just got to keep reading. You don't look very interested in this offer because something that's hurt your heart. I have the Hermit right next to the 3 of Swords. This is the card for Virgo. So Virgo might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But the Hermit's very spiritual, and in your time alone, you're wondering about your path forward. The Hermit's shining the lantern on this heartache. The universe is very much aware of what you've been through. Or maybe you're afraid of getting your heart broken once again. That could be holding you back. So let me keep reading. I really like to pay attention to what the Hermit's shining the lantern on. And I look at the cards closest to the Hermit. So let's keep on going. I have the 8 of Swords under the 4 of Cups and next to the Ace of Pentacles. This is a feeling of being trapped, like not moving forward. This is like feeling bound because you don't know the truth and clarity that's all around you. It's blindfolded. You can't see the truth and clarity. That's why you're not jumping on this offer, because you really don't know all what it will entail for your future. So, you're not ready to accept it. You're not ready. I don't think you're ready to accept or deny it because you don't know everything. You don't have all the facts. On the other side of the Ace of Pentacles is the Page of Pentacles, and this is under the Hermit. So the Page of Pentacles is taking a hard look at that pentacle, and you're really trying to foresee your future. You're looking at it like it's a crystal ball. You're trying to figure out if this is the right offer for you. So I feel like you are in a place of trying to figure out, so you're not jumping on this offer, but you're trying to figure out if you're going to end up hurt in the long run or if this is the right offer for you. Now, the universe knows that. They know you're worried about getting hurt. I have the Justice card right under the 8 of Swords. This is the card for Libra, so Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is you. This is your energy. You have your sword up, and you're balanced. So you must have been thrown off balance before with that 3 of Swords. You know, probably threw you way off balance. You got yourself together. It's like self-justice. And you're moving forward with your sword up. You're being very cautious, and you want to stay balanced. So this is under that 8 of Swords, not seeing all the truth and clarity. And I feel like you're not making a move until you do see all the truth and clarity. But, you know, the 8 of Swords is a card of illusion. So you can see the truth and clarity. Swords are about conversation. Swords are about truth and clarity. So maybe there's a conversation that needs to be had. I have the Page of Cups next to the Justice card and under the Ace of Pentacles. The Page of Cups, this is like a half-hearted offer. You're wondering if this offer that's coming in has a fish in it. If there's a fish in the cup, you are very much aware that the cup's only half full of love. It's not full. It's like a tainted love offer. So Pisces could be involved in this reading, being that there's a fish in the cup. It might be in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you're feeling like you need to be sure that this is not, one of those offers that's half full of something else, where something else will take precedent, and you will end up with a broken heart. Look at this, right down the line. I have the 10 of Wands next to the Page of Cups and right under the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a burden. So this offer is really a burden to you. It weighs heavy on you because now you have to make a decision and you don't want to make the wrong decision. But you're going to be able to put down those wands. See them? See how hunched over this person is? You're going to be able to drop those wands. There's no 11 of wands. You're going to drop them one by one or all at once. They're getting very heavy. And so you will figure this out. Let's see what else we have here. Pisces. This is the card for Pisces. And here's a water sign Queen of Cups for Scorpio. All right. Well, I will pull out a universe card at the end. So I have the Moon next to the Hermit. Things that are hidden will be revealed. Something's going to come to light here with this whole offer situation. So yeah, you're going to figure it out. I think this offer you have really waited for. Pisces also could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading with the Moon card. But I have the Knight of Pentacles next to the Moon. And I think you had waited for an offer, but I think you've been hurt in the meantime, and now you're doubting whether you even want the offer, and this does weigh very heavy on you. This is the slowest moving energy in the whole deck. It looks like the horse is just standing there, but there is one foot in front of the other, and it's bringing the pentacle, and there it is right here, the overall energy. So it took a long time to get here. What they're offering is union between you and whoever this is. They're claiming to have a lot of love between the two of you, and there probably is a lot of love between the two of you. No relationship is perfect. All relationships have ups and downs. I'm not sure what happened here. Being the Three of Swords, I mean, it might have been a third party. Matter of fact, I think it was, because I'm looking at some other cards here. So the 10 of Cups is union between two people. It's a family situation. There's children dancing. There's sunshine and rainbows. This is the equal exchange of love and lots of joy. Well, this is what they're offering, but you're not sure whether to believe that this can really happen, if this is really how it will end up. I have the Queen of Cups under the Moon and next to the Page of Pentacles, and there you are. So, things to be revealed. You have questions about the love. It's because of that heartache right there. And you're trying to determine whether this is a good move for you or not in love. So this is the only cup in the deck that has a lid on it. There's little windows all the way around that cup. And what the Queen's trying to do is get answers to love questions, because that cup is full of answers. So this is where your mind is at, is what the card is saying. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. We know that you are Scorpio. This is your card. This is what you're doing. But Cancer or Pisces could be strong in your chart, or one of those three could be strong in someone else's chart around this reading. But I have the Knight of Swords here. You're just like, and right under the Knight of Pentacles. This is a very actionable card. This has got your sword up. You got your sword up as a Justice card, but this is taking action. So I feel like you're going to come to a decision and you're going to take action about this offer. You're tired of, it feels like you're tired of wondering how this will go. I think you decide, it feels like you decide that if you have to think about it this hard, it's not the offer for you. So I think you want to stop worrying about it. I think you want to put the wands down It took too long to get here. Too much has happened in between time here when there was a right time for this relationship, and now I feel like it kind of passed. I have the Knight of Cups next to the Knight of Swords and under the Ten of Cups. We're right back to the beginning and of this relationship, the offer that came in. Well, the offer that came in was sincere, but things have changed. Things have happened since this relationship began. I think there's been too much hurt. I have the Nine of Wands under the Queen of Cups and next to the Ten of Wands. You reached your wit's end, so you're cutting out this energy of worrying about whether this is the right offer for you, worried about whether they have the love for you, whether this can last, and everything else that's on your mind. You feel like you've been dragged through the mud already on this relationship. Why would you want to commit to it? That's the feeling I get out of this reading. So yeah, you come to your wit's end, and that's what allows you to drop the wands. I have the King of Wands right next to the Nine of Wands and under the Knight of Swords. This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. The King of Wands is about holding that staff of fresh starts and new beginnings with one hand and having your hand on the hip with the other hand. So ready to move forward, but not doing it. I think you are ready to move forward, but I don't think you're going to do it. I have the Devil card. I think you're moving forward from a third party situation or a third energy, okay? The Devil is right next to the King of Wands and under the Knight of Cups. And when they came in with that sincere love offer with that Knight of Cups, they ended up bringing something or someone with them that they were tied to. There's bondage here. And so it could be a person or an addiction. This is the card for Capricorn only because of the horns. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's. But, you know, the King of Wands is not looking at the Devil. I think you're trying to get all this behind you. And I feel like you just don't trust this person because of past heartaches. Third party, it feels like, or an addiction or something going on here. And then I had two other cards that came out. I had the Nine of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. You are going to move forward on your own. You're very secure and stable and grounded, and you have everything you need moving forward on your own. And it's like the universe is trying to pull you that way because the wheel is turning. The Wheel of Fortune, will for the better. So the universe is definitely involved, and it feels like they want you to go forward on your own with all your pentacles as a strong individual, because you are, you know, you've got the Justice card here, so you are very protected. You want to stay balanced. I think that involves not accepting this offer. Wow. And this is a general reading. This is not everybody's reading, okay? So you can take pieces of it that fit your situation, or it just may not be your reading altogether. But if it sounds like you and your reading, it probably is. Now, I'm picking up the card from the universe, the Law of Attraction card from the universe. What do they have? What kind of advice? Let's pull you out a card. This one here is floating on top. I'm taking this one because it's just floating on the top of the deck. Okay, so it says, let my action be action, enjoy. Let my action be action, enjoy. And I'm going to read it to you. You can pause and read it anytime you want if the camera, you know, or the video will let you, you know, if you can see it. So I'm going to read it to you. You have intended action. Action is part of this. Knight of Swords is a very actionable card. Okay? Action is part of the deliciousness of your physical world. But you did not intend to create through physical bodily action. You intended to use your body to enjoy the actions that you have created through your thought. Yeah. You want joy? You have to seek joy. I really don't think you're going to accept this offer.